Hello guys, it's Black Rat from 287 and welcome to the channel. So today we're gonna finish with the last hero of the S2 season. We're gonna do the review about the Beast Queen. So who's the Beast Queen? So the Beast Queen is a support and it is a cavalry hero. So the art is really original in my opinion, and I really like this art actually, really nice with the bear. So it's a kind of hunter. I think it's a little bit inspired from the Vikings because of those tattoos, blues like this, or the Celtics probably. So it's a kind of hunter with his spear and with swords. I really like the art, it's really nice. So let's check the skin. So she have one skin which is called Queen of the Woods. I don't like the art, to be honest. I really don't like it. For me, it's really not great. But which is cool of this skin is that you can get it as a free-to-play player. You just need to buy it on the Eden shop, and it's really cheaper than the other skins. So if you are in the early seasons, it's really a good purchase. What the hell? Purchase. I mean, you need to buy it. So I didn't buy because when the skin came out, I was really far in the game. So for me, it's not interesting because the hero is not interesting now in the seasons that I am now. But if you guys are in early seasons, really, you must buy it. You must take it. And the thing is that you can get it as a free-to-play, so that's the most interesting. Okay, let's start with his skins. So, effective range 2. So, it targets 2 random enemy squads. So, in the first round, all your squads' normal attack and pursuit skill damage increased by 80%. The effect reduced by 1/4 per round. So, this means that in the first round, you're gonna have 80% chance to cast. So all your normal squad and pursuit skill damage increased. Okay, so the damage gonna be increased by 80% in the first round. So if it's reduced by 1/4 per round, means that in the second round you're gonna get 60% increased damage, then 40, then 20, then 0. So that's like this, it's gonna work. So it means that in the first round you're gonna have big damage buff, and it's gonna be reduced with the turns. So if the first round it's 80, 60 to the 7, 40 to the 7, 60 to the second round, it's gonna be 30 to the third. On the round 4, it's gonna be 20, and on the 5, it's gonna be 0. So at the round 5, the bonus is ended. So you're gonna get a nice buff for the early rounds. So this means that this hero gonna be interesting in the glass cannon legions to do big damage on the first round. So this is obviously the goal of this skin. So nice skill actually. And then we have Stampede, range 2. So she have really low range, as you can see. So this basically means that she's gonna be probably in the front row. So the first 3 turns, 2 random friendly squads have 70% chance to enter the sputtering state. Normal attacks deal 160% damage to 2 random enemy squads behind the target. So this is simple. When you do basic attacks, whenever hero it is gonna always attack the front row of the enemy. So when this skill gonna be work, and it's 70%, so really big chances it's gonna happen really often, your friends gonna be doing splash. It's like splash damage. It means that they're gonna attack the front row, and some damage gonna splash to the 2 other targets, so 160%. It's not huge, but it's still good because you're gonna apply your normal damage, then this buff, it's like a buff. So this is really strong, really strong. Then we have 40% might. So again, it's showing you like, hey, I need to be played on damage squads. So this basically means that it's really made for glass cannon legions. And then we have Lone Beast, so range 2, one random friendly squad within the valid range. So this is a buff for one ally. So first 3 turns of the battle, the front row cavalry squad have a 70% chance to enter counterattacks to states, which deals 250% return damage to the source when basic attacked. Okay, so this is a buff. Who's gonna work? So first 3 rounds, so the front row. Okay, so it's gonna buff the front row for the 3 first turns of the battle, but we're gonna put her in the front row, so actually we're gonna buff herself. So 70% chance, really high. So you're gonna enter counter attack state. So every time that you're gonna receive that basic attack, and if you are in front row, you're gonna receive 3 basic attacks per round, you're gonna get back 250% damage which one who attacked you. So this is really big, because you imagine you get 3 times hit, you're gonna get 150% damage that's gonna return in total. It's really huge. It's really huge. So what does this mean? This means, of course, that you're gonna put her in the front row. Because of this, you're gonna give herself the buff, and then you're gonna play her with who? Obviously, you're gonna put her with heroes who do basic attacks, who are based on the basic attacks. And who is like this in the season 2? The Immortal, obviously. So the Immortal gonna be so good to play with her because of all the bonuses that she's gonna give. So this is really huge. This gonna really help Immortal to do big damage, and she really buff all the time the early rounds. So you're gonna understand why I'm exaggerating on this. So we're gonna give them the legions for her. So the first legion for Beast Queen in the S2, the best one that you can do, gonna be of course Beast Queen in the front row, Black Prince in the second row, and Immortal on the back row. So good legion, interesting legion, but we're not gonna talk too much about, because the most important gonna be the legion who's gonna come just after, and it's gonna be the BRI, Beast Queen Rosen Immortal. So if you guys saw the other videos about Immortal and Rosen, you know what I'm talking about, but I'm just gonna explain why this addition to Rosen Immortal combo is so great, because also Rosen gonna boost the basic attacks, so she's gonna make Immortal to do 2 basic attacks instead of 1, which gonna be really great to combine with this, because it means that you're gonna do more splash damage to the enemy. And also Rosen buff the early rounds also damage, like Beast Queen do, who also do really big damage on the first rounds with this skill. So that's why this BRI is really nice, and those heroes really combine very well. So this legion gonna be strong for many seasons, which makes this hero very interesting. The only thing bad we can say about her is that she's not very versatile. Like you're not gonna put her with other heroes, it's not gonna work really well. She's really made to be played with BRI, and that's it. So yeah, that's annoying. If you have her and don't have Rosen, well, you can still play with Black Prince, gonna be interesting, but if you don't have Immortal, it's not gonna be that much useful to have Beast Queen actually. But anyway, as a conclusion, so this hero is really a nice hero who's gonna be super important to be played with the BRI, but she's gonna be replaced later in some seasons, but really late, with Farah, who's gonna be better than her and doing the almost same job. But she's still very interesting, very interesting in the early game. So you must, if you are in the, let's say, the first seasons like S1 to S4, you must try to get this hero with Immortal and Rosen. It's super important. And also for Poison Tiles, it's really interesting. It's really a good legion to take Poison Tiles. So really a great hero. If I would rate, I would give 4 stars for her. Really 4 stars, well deserved. So that's it for Beast Queen. We finished now the city about the reviews of the S2 heroes, so I'm gonna make a video to make a kind of ranking of the S2 heroes so you can know which ones are the most and the less important. So I see you soon for this, and peace out.